and it's like bursty damage. Was the last time I looked, Monk was doing top damage, like top total, but at the same time, I think that might have changed because that was months ago. I think that was also before they did. They really did any in depth as far as looking at red mage and or samurai. All right, do I have? Oh, I already have the lab. Oops. How do I get a robe of healing? Oh, because I have too many chess pieces. Okay. What? Can't sell anything to her. Okay, she's MGP dealer. Yeah. Yeah, their damage. Once you start getting all the abilities and if you can get the cycling down, they're they go a little nuts. Okay, so back to Quarry Mill because we are 60. Time for the level 60 quest. Oh, I picked the wrong tent, or I picked the wrong camp. You get a level 60 quest. Yep. Magic Stick 7. Or Magic Stick 6. 7 is the last one. And land. Commendations. Where am I at? 271. Oh, so I get some barding in 29 more commendations. I went Camp Tranquil, not Quarryville. Yeah, Red Mage DPS is basically it's how much do you like the class, because some of the people that really like the class get their cycles down on point as much as possible, and you can just watch like their DPS is through the roof, which is cool when you see them. Okay. Inferno Cane. Yeah, I don't need this anymore. Sell that. Okay. Sort. 2 open spaces. I don't need 3 different axes for botany. Can't sell that. Oh, that's right. 60, which means time for new clothes. Hailstorm Crown of Healing. Hailstorm Coat of Healing. Gloves of Healing. Belt of Healing. Bottoms of Healing. Boots of Healing. Augmented Primal Choker of Healing. Yep. Augmented Primal Bracelet of Healing. Man, I was ready. Alright, so we're gonna go from 137 to 213. Alright, so that was a crazy jump in gear. Didn't I give you $50 if you try the Red Mage? Your friend is really pushing that Red Mage on you. So we're going to swap this. It's higher. We're going to swap this because it's higher. These two. $55. Yep. Yep, these two. $220. Okay, so get all that really cool healing gear, the Hailstorm healing gear, and turns out I had better stuff sitting in my bag. Probably from when I was keeping an extra set for Scholar. Okay, here I am, I'm level 60. Orison Attire Coffer and Tetragrammaton. Tetragrammaton. Instant. Free heal. Free mana. Well, no mana. Free heal every 60 seconds. We've conceived a plan to deal with the taint. We should share the particulars with everyone. Might I trouble you to fetch Shiva? You will return to Falgard Float, I believe. Pray return here after you have notified her. Alrun and I shall be waiting. Sure. You won't leave the forest. Now you won't even leave part of the forest. Sure, I will go fetch her. Like a messenger boy. A lot of people love Red Mage. Even when I was playing, like, I think Stormblood came out in July. of last year. And when I started playing in October, a lot of the DPS I saw constantly was still Samurai. Oh, it's you, Sokar. I must apologize for my earlier display. It's okay. The Seed Seers wish to see me despite the disrespect I showed them. Though their ways baffle me, I cannot be denied that they care for the forest. Perhaps they deserve more credit than I give them. I will go, of course. Let us strike out at once. Okay. Go back to Camp Tranquil. Bird. Hey, get your chocobo out of the way. Please get your chocobo out of the way. Our thanks for coming. Without further ado, let us begin. After our last meeting, I went to the Guardian Tree and presented the tainted flesh to the Great One. His reaction was telling. The befouled aether it bears is identical to the taint which now threatens the Swellswood. Unless we stop Alaka, the forest will be reduced to a wasteland of death. Zokard gave me to understand that you have conceived a plan to deal with the taint. What is this plan? Simply put, Arun and I shall accompany you to Dravanian Forelands. As you are doubtless aware, we Pajals are chosen by the elementals to convey their will. Should that will go unheard or be misinterpreted, harmony would be lost and tragedy inevitably befall. In order to prevent this, we strive to hone our sensitivity to the elementals far beyond the limits of ordinary men, and this sensitivity allows us to perceive even the slightest fluctuations in the aether. With our faculty for sensing aether, Arun and I shall ascertain the site of Alaka's experiment, and once we find it, we will join our powers to Zokard's and purge the taint once and for all. You would leave the forest? But what of the will of the elementals? Rest assured, we have obtained the Elder Seed Seer's permission. Our sister shall see to it that the elementals do not go unheard during our absence. But above all, our words struck home. We will not leave the two of you to bear... Wait. But above all, your words struck home. We will not leave the two of you to bear the burden alone. We shall do all we can to aid you as Pajals and White Mages both. You truly mean to leave the forest and help us? In the heat of the moment, I forgot myself and spoke out of turn. I pray you can forgive me. There is not to forgive. On the contrary, we are grateful to you for opening our eyes. Now I trust we can rely upon you to guide the way. Listen, Sokar, this will be our first time outside the forest, and we will most certainly make fools of ourselves. I would thank you not to enjoy yourself overmuch. Wait, so you won't try the class for $50, but you'll try it for $50 and a pizza? I can understand that. I shall escort the Seed Seers to Tailfeather. Pray meet us there. That is a teleport away. Don't worry, you'll still beat me there. It would have been better though if he offered you the $50 and the pizza before he unlocked the Red Mage. Because unlocking it gives you kind of like a tutorial of the easiest way to use the class. Shiva! So here we are at Tailfeather. Why? The journey here wasn't nearly as daunting as I expected. I dare say we could have made it without a Shiva. Bold words coming from someone who fairly hugged our guide during the entire journey. Ahem. Seeing as we are here, we ought to get to work. Do you sense anything, brother? I do. An anomaly in the aether that wrenches the stomach. It emanates from the north and west. A cavern lies in that direction. Morn 'tis called, and if memory serves, so too does the water vein. It seems to me that that is where we must go. I must warn you all, though, the area is thick with dragons. We must proceed with caution. Dragons, you say? Well, I for one would welcome the excitement. The journey thus far has been rather dull for my taste. Dull suits us just fine, sister. Remember, our priority is to purge the taint. As if I would forget, the fate of Twelveswood is at stake. Let us make haste to mourn and confront Alaka. I've been in that cave before. When I was flying around just trying to open up the map, I was trying to figure out what was there. Because as a summoner, I didn't have to go there. Because it's, here. Yeah, that's the door I was looking for. I thought that was the door I was looking for. Maybe it wasn't. Silly mountains. Oh, okay. The whole cave is called Morn. Here she is. Good job, Artax. Okay. Let's do this. So, you are still alive. Most intriguing. Horns such as I have, yet you are not Aura. Well, whatever you are no different from the others. You have come to interfere with my experiment, but know this, it is your ignorance that led us down this path. We Zala are nomads who roam and live off the land. My tribe was no different, yet though we did no harm to those whose lands we traversed, they treated us as vermin. In their ignorance they feared us, and that fear manifested as spite and violence. My loved ones and I were cursed at, spit upon, beaten, and worse. It was out of desire to protect them that I began my research. Such pain we have suffered, I swore that I would visit upon the ignorant masses 100-fold. And soon I shall fulfill my goal, for my experiment has finally borne fruit. Be sure, there is still work to be done. Such robust flesh cannot be sustained by ordinary aether. Nay, it must needs to be fed something far more potent, the taint. My pet can only go where the taint exists, and so I shall fill the whole world with it. Sister, I sense naught but befouled aether from that dragon. I love his staff, it's like a little puppet. This is without a doubt the source of the taint. We must needs purify it whole. If you would get in the way of my vengeance, then you shall be the first to feel my wrath. Alright, it's healed. Oh, what was that? That was cool. Oh, thanks, Dehydrate Bot. Boom! Dead zombie dragon. So that was kind of a throwback to old games where zombie stuff you could cast Cure at it and it would die. Become re-dead. My dreams, all gone to dust. I am powerless. Powerless to protect my people. Powerless to change anything. We are cowards, all of us. That which we do not understand instills fear within us, and so we lash out. In return, you sought to strike back at those who hurt you. You have done terrible things and must be held to account for your crimes. But know that it is not too late to make amends. You still have a chance to atone. Your knowledge may yet be used for good. You need but find a new purpose, and I should be glad to help you look for it. With Alaka apprehended, it seems safe to say the danger to the Heavensward is past, and we owe it all to the two of you. That's right. This experience has taught me much and more, not least of all how powerless I was in the face of external threat. If I am to protect the forest, I must needs spend less time with my head in the treetops and more with my feet on the ground. To that end, I shall strive to be a Pajal as Master Atoa was, standing ready to journey to the ends of the world if needs be. Were it not for your shining example, I never would have found the courage to come to this decision. I cannot thank you enough. Master Elrond, when the time comes for you to embark upon your journey, pray allow me to accompany you. It isn't safe to travel alone. You know this to be true. Besides, you need someone to keep a record of all your deeds, that they may be passed on to future generations. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this sword. For all my bold words, I am still but a green sapling. Nevertheless, I would serve you faithfully as my grandfather once served Master Atoa. I should be heartened to have your company, Shiva. I shall endeavor to be a Pajal worthy of your respect. I hope for Stormblood, since he's going to be traveling now, that he cuts those bangs. They need to go. Thank you, Master Elrond. I swear you'll not be disappointed in me. Talk to the sister. Elrond and I shall escort Alaka and place her in the Wood Wailer's care. Pray come and see us afterwards at Camp Tranquil. We would thank you properly. He just can't fight for himself. He doesn't know how. He's never been outside of the woods. That's what these Pajal do. They look like kids and they stay around in the woods all the time. Trying to go in the wrong direction. Oh, Asina? Yeah. She's the Elder Seed Seer. Their sister. During the entire way back, Alaka did not so much as favor us with a glance, but neither did she attempt to flee. I believe there is hope for her yet. Till such time as she finds a new purpose, I shall visit her cell as often as my duties allow. With the source of the taint banished, the Great One's warnings have ceased. He may rest easy for a while. Or for a time. Disaster has been averted thanks to you and Ashiva. We are eternally in your debt. You are kind for saying so, my lady, but I have done scarcely anything. All your gratitude should be reserved for Sokard. That's right. I have saved the world. I'm kind of a big deal. So I've saved the world like 3 times now. Allow me to thank you as well, Sokard. Had you not sought me out that day, I may never have found my true calling. Beginning today, I shall accompany Master Alrune as he works to maintain peace and harmony within the 12-foot. I know not where our journeys will take us, but when next we meet, I shall stand before you a stronger woman. We had best be on our way. Fare you well on your own journey, Sokar. I look forward to seeing you again, within the 12-wood and without. Well, they pretty much exhausted everything I intended to say. So I shall say but this. I mean to do my part as well. Together with my siblings, I shall work to preserve the harmony of the forest and protecting it from threats both within and without. As for you, Sokar the White, with your newfound powers, pray continue employing our art for the betterment of the realm. Every time they call you your character name of the White, it just makes me think of Gandalf. May the light of succor and solace shine wheresoever you may go. Okay, so how do people who play with DPS level up the class 30-minute duty finder line? You watched me do it when I was playing Bard. That's DPS. I did it with Summoner too. You find stuff to do in between whenever your duty finder's up. The only time that comes to a crashing halt is when you have when it's a dungeon that's required, like if you're doing the main storyline.